Hello everybody, this is Gerone Wright back here. You have the image here back up of Michelangelo's 1498 to 1500 sculpture of the Pieta, which is at the Vatican. Okay, I'm picking back up where I left off in my last video. Okay, because I was stating that I seen some things, and I mean, just going and taking my pencil and showing you what I can see. I mean, sometimes it's just not that simple as it sounds at all, because these images are multidimensional. However, I do have the ability through my paranormal experience and encounter to go ahead and fill things in and show you what I see. And this is how I'm alleging that Renaissance artists actually created these masterpieces of colorful artwork that they actually created. Now, let it be known, people, I am not an artist. Listen, I don't have no artistic ability whatsoever. This, what you see here, is me just filling in, like taking a color picture, an uncolored picture, and just filling the color, coloring in my colors. That's it, to the best of my ability, like a coloring book. That's what this is all about, people. And I'm not an artist. Okay, so let it be known. Now, I wanted to stress that because someone said to me before, you have a great artistic talent on my alien UFO site. I said, well, thank you, but I'm not an artist. Okay, so I just want that to be known. These images that you see, and all I'm doing is just enhancing them and just filling in colors of these beings that I know what they are, how they came to be, and I mean, just adding the colors based on my knowledge thereof, what I'm dealing with, and that's it. Okay, but anyway, having said all of that, I want to bring you over here to this corner over here. Okay, you have the larger being here. This is a reptilian being, which is in the likeness of a witch, which I call the mother of creation. And I'm telling you that her face and her likeness is created from the backdrop of the wall and the cleverly positioning of the statue and the carvings thereof, which creates these linings in her face. Now, if you want to know more about that, you go to my last video referencing this. Now, in my last video, I was talking about how I thought that this was the eye of Ra. I colored that in, darkened that in. Okay, there's even a pupil there, the whole nine. So when you Google the image, and I told you that there's several images of this. Okay, but they all have the backdrop, which actually have the morphine images in there to show you the faces and the likenesses of these beings. I see another one here as I'm actually looking over. I want to turn that around and show you, and when I get a chance there. But anyway, here's where we at here. The eye of Ra. And then you see all of these other images. I'm going to come over here first. This being right here, let me show you it in a smaller likeness. Come over here. They're always verified. There's the forehead. There's the nose. Okay, and going around the nose, there's an eye there, and in the eye, there's another being in the eye. Okay, that's how these images go. Okay, coming around, there's the mouth right there, and then we're coming around, and here's the chin coming around. You have a whole nother image in the larger image, and it gets better than that there too, people. Now, then again, the eye of Ra. This is the head of the reptilian-like being. Okay, then it shows you other morphine images that are coming over and they're interacting with that of the sculpture of Mary and Jesus, signifying, like I told you, bloodlines and genetic manipulations that actually caused for where we were at genetically, in so much as far as Jesus and his cause for existence at this period. Okay, now look at the worm, which would be at the nose of the larger reptilian being, coming out, and you see this worm and you see the head there. I'm going to show you that worm again too, because I did my decodings of Nervy Hall. I'm going to show you that worm. First of all, I'm going to show you that worm in space. Okay. This is the worm in space. Okay. This is the Hidden Flame Nebula. This is the snake that I found to be in the Hidden Flame Nebula. There's a snake up there, and it shows that worm coming out, looping around. Then I'm going to show you again with this, and all I did, people, was just fill in the color. Look, the snake, and I know what this snake is, by the way. All right, and which I'll later disclose in the another video. Now, here's Jesus, the image of Jesus in Nervy Hall. Okay, I found and discovered, it is my discovery, besides that him having a reptilian head, which I actually seen that somebody else has now posted as well too. But anyway, Jesus' body is emerging from that of a snake, a reptilian's head, and it shows it peeled back. However, that worm is right here. That same worm is right here, and I'm going to give that worm a head if I can find the image that I actually created for that. Okay, here it is here. That worm in the same image right here. Can you see it? I gotta hold this back. There's the snake mouth. When you go to Google the image Nervy Hall, look here and you'll see that this is encrypted, and watch this turned around to like a worm-like object, and you will see the face of man encrypted into the head of this in the larger portion. Look at the eye, there's a mouth there, the whole nine, and you'll see a head, and it's being carried. It's showing you the genetics and where they were being passed off at, and down there you actually have the Pope down there. Now that image is the same thing. I'm going to bring that back up again. This is what it would look like there. I'm telling you people that this guy has a head, has an eye, has a nose, and has a mouth, and has a face right there. And then it shows you genetics and showing you that they're going down and where they're actually being preserved at. Okay. Now, I'm alleging that the bloodline of Jesus is actually still alive and kicking today, and it's an ancient genetic, and I know what's going on, and I know what's happening with that. But I'm going to read this to you right quick. This creation by Michealangelo. I'm going to show you something here right quick. You see that worm? That's what I just got finished explaining to you. The worm has the head. I know what this guy means. Okay, I know what time it is with him. And then right next to the worm, next to the worm's face, encrypted into the wall there, people. Right there, coming out of the wall, okay, is a penis. Not just any penis. You know what that is? That's a penis, brown in color. That's the penis of a black man. Referencing ancient genetics of the black man, which evolved from the primitive ape, okay, which is depicted over here. Now, if you turn this image sideways, you can. I kind of highlighted it there for you there. If you turn it sideways, you'll see the depiction of an ape, okay, in the marble, and then you will see another worm-like image coming out of it. What this is referencing, people, is it shows you how we evolved from ape onto through black man, and then finally into the likeness of white man, which is actually Jesus. And it was through a sophisticated genetic process. That one wasn't really sophisticated. Let me take that back, because it wasn't really sophisticated what they'd done to actually produce other genetics of other beings. Okay, and what happened here is that the different cultures of people, the different and pigmentation of skin and all of that, people, our genetic, they were altered to create these other likenesses from the original likenesses of that of reptilian, that of ape, and it's shown how they arrived at what we have here today. Okay, and it's basically what's happening is that all ancient genetics are being phased out, and we're moving towards these likenesses, and that's what our whole existence is about. It's nothing short of then that what all of Hitler was doing, then in creating a superior race, whom also had this ancient knowledge on how to alter the genetic patterns of humans or mankind. Okay, so people, that's where we're at with this. Okay, now. Can I take this image down now? Did I show you anything there? Okay. Well, it also okay, yeah. Okay, I can take this down. All right. In these backdrops, in these marbles, there are faces everywhere, and it shows you their faces. Let me see if I can turn this image and show you exactly here on screen here what's happening with this. And now this is a beautiful color, and I should actually do this with another one. Let me see here. But you can see, I'm going to show you something here. If you look in there and see their eyes, even here, upside down, okay, you'll see lips right there. Okay, you see the face. Let me draw you this ape right quick. Let me see if I can. I don't want to mess this image up, but I'm gonna take and I'm gonna draw you this ape right quick, so you can see it unfolding for you before your face right here on the screen. And I'm trying not to use too much time, but let me draw you this ape right quick. Watch this, people, so you can see how this actually works. Look at this, and look at the defining features that I'm actually putting in here. Watch this. This is not just no 1-2 thing and all. Look how I'm actually creating. And I'm not no artist, but you see me adding the defining features. And then that's what this is all about, people. It actually shows you genetics that are actually taking part. And then there's another face in the forehead right there, which is actually consistent. I'm not going to draw the other face there, but there's another face right there. And it shows you these genetic patterns of these creatures that, I don't know if you can you see that, where I'm at with that? Okay, yeah, I think you can see that. But see, people, how it actually, and now there's the ape there, and then there's another one there. It shows you a genetic blue. Now look, people, here's another one right here. Look at this, upside down. Watch this. I'm coming around the nostril. Look at the nostril right there. I should use my black marker. Now I'm at the mouth of this ape. Look at that there. And look, here's the ape eye right there. Now look at this, people, how I'm putting all of these. Look at this. Look how this transforms into an ape right there. Look at that, people. And actually it looks like another one, but look at this. You see it unfolding right before your eyes. Can you see that? Or should I? Let me darken that right quick. I'm going to darken that with a black because I'm actually impressed by this here. Now we have an ape there. Look at this, people. I'm going to take and darken that in for you so you can actually see what's actually happening here. Look at this. And now I'm drawing on the marble wall that is actually behind Jesus in this image. And people, what's happening is this is a genetic blueprint. This is the ancient secret to how they actually manipulated our genetics. And look at that, people. I just drew that there before you. Where we at there? I can't. Look at that. You turn this image in this direction. These showing you the genetic bloodlines. I can tell you who Jesus is and who Mary is, and genetically. That's what this is all about. Now, I'm going to take that down, if that wasn't enough. And then here's my other ape here. Let me turn that around. That's actually impressive. And there's the other guy right there, which I'm not going to draw right now. But see how these images are actually shown in? And you can basically almost see it there. But look at that face, people. I'm going to bring that in closer so you can actually see that. Can I get that up? Right in there where my thumb is at. You see that, people? Right there where my thumb is at? Okay, there you go. Alright, now, I want to take that down. I want to show you what that looks like today, though. Alright, this is almost the reason for my video now. Now, I showed you, my thing was the eye of Ra, the penis, the worm, and the witch-like woman. Let me show you what that looks like today. In modern times, how this from the 14th century, from 1498 to 1500, developed by Michealangelo. Let me show you how artists have incorporated that in their work today. So I'm going to bring us from 1498 and the Vatican to where it's at today. This is a modern day likeness of what you just seen. Alright, this image is of Nicki Manaj, and this is all her Roman Reloaded promotional pics out, and these images were developed by Deluxe Artist Edition album artists. Okay, now I'm accusing them of having this higher celestial knowledge about the becoming and creation of mankind, as did Da Vinci, Michealangelo, and many other Renaissance artists, and of course the Vatican. Let me show you again. I'm not going to go into detail about all of this, but I'm going to show you some of the images that are consistent with that. First of all, Nicki Minaj has the eye of Ra. That's number one. Okay. Number two is that, and it shows you death and then the resurrection therefrom, and that's what this is showing. Over here, most people don't know it until I showed it to them. I put it online for the first time. Is that Nicki Minaj's body is laid over here with the back busted out right there, and you see these beings coming out of her body. They're snakes and the likenesses of other creatures. Now, check this out. It gets better though. Alright. Now this is her black self over here. Google the image, you'll see it now that I showed it to you. It's encrypted to where this would be her head laid back on her hair, but it's actually in the form of creatures, which I know what it is. Her buttocks are down here, and it shows you her evolving from her ancient genetics, that of being black, to her likenesses there of what you see in of being white, meaning that she was genetically altered to move towards that of this likeness here. You know what I mean? Not just in the physical sense, but I'm telling you in the genetic sense. And this is actually, ironically, named her album tour. I mean, not her album tour. Her tour is actually named Roman Reloaded. Everything that I have discovered to be connected to pretty much to Rome, this would just happen to be named Roman Reloaded. Now, there is not no shortness of reptilians and all of that in this image. I'm going to bring this. Oh, the image is back here again. Let me bring that back around. How many minutes I got? 16. Okay. Look at this reptilian-like being right here. Okay. Then you have a pig in blood right there with the mouth open, and look how the pig mouth is actually over the snout area of this reptilian right there, which is right there. Then you come down here, and there's the image of a dinosaur that I highlighted with an ape on the back of its head. Now, let's go where the penis is at. Here, there's an ape underneath the body of Nicki Minaj right here in this image, and the ape has a penis coming out of its mouth, just like in the image I just took down at Vatican Hall, showing you that there was an alteration. Well, first of all, it tells you that ancient genetics were altered, and this ape, meaning the black genetics that actually came and they're evolving from, are now altered to the state of being white. So just like it is here, her black body laying here, representing the ancient genetics of the monkey that's moved away, and it's showing you how she became white. This ape with this white penis now coming from his mouth is stating the same exact thing as this image right here. Nicki Minaj's white body and Nicki Minaj's black body, which lie dead dormant next to her. And this is what this is showing you right here, and the same exact thing that she's laying on. Her ape-like presence, her ape-like genetics, which were closer to that of the beginning, are now being altered, or let's say Roman Reloaded, and now she is in that genetically shown through the penis that of this being that you actually see here. Now, there's a whale, image of a whale here. Her leg is in the her ankles in the mouth of the whale. Then over here, I show you other beings, but I'm gonna show you something about that as well too. Over here, the image of a dolphin. Her hand is in the dolphin. Now, here's the third thing that I'm going to show you about the mother of creation that was in the witch-like woman that was in the other image. She's up here. Look at all of these defining features. The lips, the nose, the eye. Now, she's in other places too up here. But look right here, her likeness. And throughout this image is encryptions to show you how the genetics of ancient genetics were actually manipulated. And this is a record, a bona fide record, people, of how they're being done. Now, I'm going to bring up this image of this stuff right down here, the reptilian, and I was running out of ink, but there's other things here too, people. You can look in close, Google the image, and look in and highlight it, and experts will be able to verify what I'm actually saying here. But this, I was running out of ink when I actually made this, so, but I can probably give you, I wanted to give you an enlargement of actually of that. But here's the reptilian close up. Look, people, all I did was just fill in the lines. That's it. Nothing more than just that. Look at how I just filled in the line. Now, the ape you can barely see here, but we're at the mouth of the ape, and there's the penis hanging out of the ape's mouth, and the ape is over here. It's darkened actually because I was running out of ink. Okay, so here's the image of the pig right here, gripped onto the reptilian, showing, and there's another being right there. But enlarge this, people, enhance that image, and you will see the same exact thing there. you would see the same exact thing that I've actually seen. Taken up and Google that image, and you would actually see that because it's identical to the other. Now there was something else that I wanted to show you. Okay. Yes, I do. Now, here's something else that I want to show you real quick about this image, because I don't want to run out of time here. There is the body of a hippo laid down. Here's the back leg, here's the front leg, and here's the body of a hippo. There's his eye. There's the teeth, and it's open, mouth sprung open, and clamping down on the buttocks of her black likeness, her dormant likeness over there, over here. And it shows you all of these other beings coming out. You can see them sprawling out. And look here, people, how where her back is busted out at the spine in her black image over here. This is her back busted out. This is her torso right here. There's her buttocks. Her spine, this would be her would-be hair, which is actually encoded, encrypted with creatures as well too. This would be her right shoulder up here. Now what's being shown here, people, is look at this guy coming out of her back with his tongue out. Okay, there's the nose, and you'll see the eye up in there somewhere. Oh yeah, here's the eye. It actually has a pupil and whites in all, people. And then it actually has a reptile, a snake, right there, people. And there's the eye of the snake coming off the head. There's even has reptilian scales, people, coming off the forehead of this guy, like in our ancient Egyptian times, with that of a showing of Nefertiti and them and the Egyptians with the snakes coming off their head. People, all of these symbols. Okay, and then there's more. Over here, we have a dragon. Right there, there's the scales, the pointies on the dragon's back. Right here, people, see this coming around to the dragons. This is the dragon's lower jaw, the teeth of the dragon right there, and there's an eye encrypted in there. I can bring my original image back up. I don't have to draw that again, I guess. It's up underneath. Oh gosh, I don't have to draw that again. There's the dragon right there, people, already drawn out for you. Look at these reptilian beings. Hold on. Oh gosh, I hope I have enough time. Oh, we're at 22 seconds. I hate to end this video before I actually conclude what I'm trying to drive at here. Oh god. Alright. It's just so much to get in. Look at the reptilians right there, people. The defining features of the reptilian, the mouth, the chin, and look how the reptilian antennas come off around the nose and come around and wrap around. Look at these defining features. There's a horned being right there, people. You know what I mean? Got horns on his head. Now let me explain to you pretty much what's happening here. Oh, I want to show you something here. Nicki Manaj with the eye of Ra. Alright. There's the eye of Ra right there that they actually symbolize with. And in one of the images, it has where, hold on, which one was it? It's this one. I can use this one here. This is not even Nicki Minaj's real eye. This is a fake eye that was actually painted in, a brush over, and actually created this eye, signifying that a divinity, meaning that her eyes are not in this world. Her eyes are in the afterlife, and it has the eye of Ra there. Okay, and now this is a problem, people, because everything that you see here, now look at this demonic figure with sprueling like yellow genetics out of its mouth. Look at this, people. All of this stuff that you see here is in everything that represents Christianity. Everything that is representing Christianity is the same thing. Now, when I just showed you that image of stuff being spewed out of the mouth, that same stuff, people. Now, this is the statue of the Pieta statue in another location, which I spoke of yesterday in a video, where I've actually told you that the statue was moved And how you can tell that it was moved is its image still up here. No, I don't have it up here. It's because this column is not present in one of the pics taken. And I have a lot of pictures here, people, so I'm actually trying to get through this and without running out of time. Oh, okay, here you go, here. It was actually moved, and you don't see that column behind Mary here, or over here. You don't see it, so it was moved. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to show you, too, about this pic. When you Google the image, 9 times out of 10, you'll likely get this image. Okay, when you Google it. Look right here in the corner, and you'll see a horned being right there. Now, I've actually made the horned being complete, where you can see the horn is stuck into here. And when I'm saying that this is showing a genetic pipeline, and I can show you about what's going on with that as well too. And the border, the green border, represents the reptilian. The horn is stuck in there, showing you that these genetics were introduced into the founding building blocks of the life of creating man. However, that's whole nother long story. I don't want to get sidetracked here. But this face you have to be careful with, because it's actually 3. There's one in the forehead, there's one there in the overall face, and then there's one in the chin. And it'll show you a line coming from off the chin, and which is actually a tongue of the other face going into here as well. So at the horn it shows you a genetic intervention, and then here intervening, and then at the chin as well too. And it shows you the faces of the creatures that was actually introduced into the creation of mankind. Now, where we at here with that? Where we at with that? Okay, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a minute. But anyway, there's 3 faces right there. I only put 1, but there's 3. Google the image. And off to the other side as well too, you will see that, and I don't have it here, but you'll actually be able to see, oh, I do have it here, right here in my hand. You'll also see other likenesses over here showing you more so like a human after it actually came out. It's showing you coming in and coming out in the direction that it's going, and that's why Mary's hand is actually shown there on that border, pointing in that direction, showing you incoming genetics and them going out. Now, people, let me see where I'm at in minutes here. I'm almost running out of time here. Now, I want to show you something else right quick. I want to show you men, all right? Because I had a genuine celestial experience and encounter. And one day while I was sitting here drawing these images, when I'm actually doing these images, you become drawn into them. I think the Mayans actually said that when you actually trace over these images that appear for you, you actually become a part of what they... This is actually true, because this is what actually I was inspired to do of me. I'm alleging that I am a part of everything that I'm actually doing, and I'm not just in space. I mean, I'm connected to it not just from space, the planet, but anything that is dealing with the creation of life, celestial life forms in space, the whole 9, I am a part of. And feeling that, I was inspired to do this of me. And again, I'm not an artist, so most of this is just cutting and pasting. But nevertheless, I put it. Now, I don't know if you can see over here on my shoulder, which is the most compelling. Oh, I hope I ain't stick that. There's a woman here that appeared on my shoulder for me to draw, and I'm going to bring her up. And she's a reptilian-like woman. I don't know if you actually can see her, but she looks realer than life, to be totally honest with you. And she looks like some type of reptilian, Madonna-like woman. However, I was moved to put her one eye there, and then the other eye at the center of my forehead. And people, you have never seen a symbol like this. I would like, and look, this is the lost symbol, I would like to think, you know what I mean? But look at how I made my nose, that of almost like a Gothic cross at the bottom, came up, crossed over into my head. Look how I was inspired to make this, people. And then put the Egyptian unks in the middle with the eye at the center. Meaning that I am representing everything, not just genetically, mentally. Everything is within me. Everything is within me. I have the snakes here. I have the cobra, which represents Egypt, and then the constrictor, which actually represents here America and everything else. You know, it's just amazing and then the cross, and then with these other creatures, you can actually see that I actually can see and draw them in, the creature and the life forms that actually came from out of that. People, look at this. Look at these images. These images appeared. I didn't just put them there. They appeared for me to actually do. And the snakes, this stuff here, these reptilian-like faces here, I don't think, you don't know what they are, but people that actually know the code, the ancient code, they know what these are, which I do. But look how I put the likeness of myself in my own eye, which represents that I am in control of myself. I am not a prisoner of these genetics. I am on my own accord. People, this is deep. I'm telling you, it goes beyond that. I'm running out of time here. I don't want to go over this 30 seconds, so I'm going to quit the video here and leave you with that image. You know, my name is Gerone Wright. You can find me on my Geronification channel, and I'm having a genuine experience. If you want to hear more, it's going to continue to come. Thank you.